another week review from Spot Up Nerd, aka myself, Ian. Just wanted to touch base. Some pretty cool stuff happening over the last few weeks. 1 week, it's only been a week. We had New York Comic-Con last week, which brought some pretty cool stuff I'll talk about in a minute. But priority today was, for those of you who have not seen it, you need to watch it right away. Stop what you're doing, go on YouTube, whatever you can, because we got the third trailer to Star Wars Rogue One. So beautiful. Tears. So watch that trailer because holy moly, that movie looks phenomenal. And I'm gonna go and throw out one of the big theories right now and say I am pretty sure that we're gonna meet Rey's parents in that film. It'll be interesting, but it was just amazing. I mean, no spoiler because it's out in the real world now, but there was more footage with Vader, so this is gonna be epic, truly epic. Other stuff we saw from New York Comic-Con, but also in the latest nerd realm. Okay, I gotta go negative, but then I'll go positive. There was a teaser trailer released for the reboot of the new Power Rangers film, and I'm sorry, that looks like shit. Everybody was like, oh my god, that was a cool trailer. It looks like Super 8 meets The Breakfast Club. It literally looks like a bunch of teenagers discover themselves, and then apparently they become the Power Rangers. So until I see something more significant, it looks like S. Just saying that. We also got some Logan news, aka the Wolverine #3, that's coming out pretty soon here, and that again looks phenomenal. I love the sneak peeks that they're doing, and it'll be very sad because this will be Hugh Jackman's last portrayal doing the Wolverine. So it better be good if they're watching at all. One of the greatest things ever that came out of New York Comic-Con, and those of you who've probably seen it online, was there was some footage from The Walking Dead Season 7 premiere. It shows, of course, Negan talking to Rick. Rick has got blood across his face because Negan has just essentially beaten somebody to a pulp, or somebody's, plural. We'll find out. But, oh, it just gave me shivers, that scene, because I think one of the best things that this show does, and I've talked about it before, you should go back to some of my previous videos, and I've actually reviewed the show several times, but I love the portrayal that they have the comic book and then they have the show. And the storylines do this, but every once in a while they do this. Obviously things change, people that should have died don't, other people die instead of that, and it's been awesome. So, but what's really cool with Season 6 of The Walking Dead was it was very much like this, from comic book to TV show. What I love in that first scene that we see from New York Comic-Con was Negan's talking to Rick about his right man, or his right hand rather, not his right man, or right man, right hand, and it talks about his hatchet, aka Rick's axe. And for those of you that have read the graphic novel, spoiler, it was originally in the graphic novel that Rick actually gets his hand chopped off from that hatchet. So, but that was back in the Governor days, and I love it because that's what makes this show so great. Is you may have read the comics, so you think you know what's coming, but some of those story arcs never show up. But then all of a sudden they might show up several seasons later, and I'm hoping, the end of that scene, you see Negan dragging Rick back to the trailer with his axe, and I'm just, oh, please chop his arm off, please. It'll be awesome. It'll be, if you're a fan, if you're a diehard fan, if you read the comics, and if you enjoy the show, where they're gonna go now from the comic perspective in the story, you have not seen anything yet. trust me, if you think this show has gone overboard on the graphic, on the psychotic, on the just messed up, we haven't even touched it yet. So look forward to that. Other nerd stuff. What other nerd stuff? I got my handy. Remember, with these reviews, I'm not doing any kind of editing. I'm not gonna like read off of a script. I'm just gonna kind of go with it. So, good news is, I'm shooting on an iPhone 7 Plus. Yeah, no more fear of sleeping. Return my Note 7, and yeah. Anyway, oh, you know what I need to actually talk about, and something I should do a review on later. If you do not or have not seen Mr. Robot, you need to watch that show. Hands down, one of the greatest shows I've ever seen in my entire life. Friends of mine were saying that you need to watch it, so I was putting it off, and they said that you will likely be hooked within the first 5 minutes. It took 3 minutes, and I was hooked. The simplest form of what Mr. Robot is, think of Breaking Bad meets technology. Just watch it. I'll go into a little more detail later, like later on in another episode, but watch Mr. Robot. It is fan-fucking-tastic. Let's see. Oh, we got some news about Mara from Justice League. If you don't know, Mara is essentially Aquaman's like right hand. So that's kind of like, you know me in DC. And somebody's sending me email. I think that's about it, what we're gonna do right now. So, you all know the drill. Go ahead and follow me on YouTube. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter. Go ahead and follow me on Facebook. Go ahead and like my page. Do all that good stuff that kind of really shows that I'm there. I don't really know how else to word it, but it's late. It's on a Thursday night. So yeah, tell your friends, tell your family. Follow me online. Shoot me your comments. Shoot me your feedback. Let's talk about the nerd stuff, because nobody gives two shits about the political stuff. And if you do, well, I'm just sorry then. But anyway, let's talk about it. Nerd stuff. Keep going. I'm actually going to be spending the next couple days at Disneyland. So stay tuned for some live updates on Facebook with that. That'll be kind of cool. It's kind of cool just to talk to some old friends, maybe talk about different nerdy topics, like question of the day. Could a Jedi pick up Thor's hammer? Think about it. Or another good question, a good friend of mine, we were talking at work. Is there anything that could not, or no, is there anything a lightsaber could not cut? Specifically, adamantium, like Wolverine's claws. Think about it. Could a lightsaber cut them? Tell me about it. What do you think? Anyway, stay tuned. We'll keep these reviews going. Kind of like the weekly updates / reviews. So we've got what's coming out in a few weeks. Doctor Strange is coming out soon, so stay tuned to that. I'll do a review, and we'll go from there. Anyway, Spot of Nerd. Have a good night, everybody. Take care.